This is not sketchy at all. Hello, welcome to Stage Zero Garage. Today I'm going to be taking apart this 73 360. It's a motor that I got to replace the motor that blew itself up. For the 79 D100 Stepside that I drove back from the state of Washington. Luckily, it waited until after the 2,200 mile journey before it decided to send the extra piece that was in it through the engine and destroy it. I do have a video on that if you want to see the teardown of that engine and what was in it. So yeah, I got this engine. It was rebuilt like 5,000 miles ago, and the builder had put chrome moly rings in, but it was honed for cast, so the engine never broke in properly and was burning a lot of oil, so they pulled that out and price. And I'm going to now tear it down, and next week I'm taking it into the machine shop to get it cleaned and get the heads checked and dipped, and then the block also dipped, and then he's going to check the heads, and possibly we'll do some resurfacing on those surfaces. So here's the engine. There's the code. Here's one of the heads. Not too bad, but a bit rusty. And for $34 to have them dip it and check it, and I think maybe do a leak down test as well. It's worth it. Block's not too bad. Surface looks okay. So I brought it in the garage today. It's friggin' cold outside, even though it's spring. It's 30 degrees. So glad I brought the Mustang out already. It hasn't gone anywhere since, really. I don't have rocker arms, or I should say I did not get rocker arms or push rods for this, but I have the ones from the 318 and those will work, and those push rods are new, and I don't think I need to get anything special for it. I just realized I forgot to pick up crankshaft puller. So I guess I run to AutoZone and go rent one. When I said I was going to AutoZone, I actually meant to say O'Reilly's. I stopped going to AutoZone a bit ago because they kind of suck here sometimes. All right, so I got everything out of the engine block. I don't have the cam bearings out. I don't know if I need to. And got everything lined up over here and checked out. I get a closer look at each one of those bearings. A couple of them look a little bit worn. Pistons generally look okay. The bearings, nothing really stands out on those. And crankshaft generally looks okay. Looks pretty decent. Yeah, today I'm going to pull the engine out, and then we're going to get it into the garage and do a little bit more of a post-mortem. So put her unwrapped and start getting her unbolted. So if we remember from the first teardown video I did of this, you'll recall, or if you don't recall or you didn't see it, this piston crapped out on us, and so then I continued the teardown and got into the oil pan, and I found this push rod. And thing was, is I knew that it wasn't one that had fallen through the engine that was in there, because this is what I took out and these were all accounted for, and this is stock style push rod. So my guess is somebody left one there, and or there, probably there, otherwise I don't think it would have made its way. So someone probably left one there and eventually went through and see if we can recreate it. Oh, there it goes. And down it went. And I could tell it was from that one, obviously, because that, was taken out. But I noticed this one looks a little bit damaged. You can see, like, up there, it seems to have a little bit more damage, some marks on it. And there was another one that had some marks on it. These edges are all rough, but it sounds like that's normal. Oh, there it goes. Down into the oil pan. So that is how Reese wrecked my 318. Now the lucky thing is that this didn't happen on the 2,400 mile drive back from the state of Washington where I bought this, and instead happened merely in town. So everything all works out in the end for me. Now I'm just going to pull it out, get the engine bay ready for the 360 that I have that I'm going to be working on. I am underneath the D100 Stepside, working on getting the engine and transmission out, and found a couple of interesting things of note. One is I found another fuel filter. So that makes a total of 3, because there was one there. I had replaced that one before I left. There was a clear plastic one, and then there, of course, there's one up in the front. So I'm pretty sure that's in the same line. Yep, it looks like it. And then I noticed, oh, look at that. That wasn't very tight. And when I was taking off the speedometer cable, that was loose. What else have I noticed? Looks like the gas tank had been replaced. I think that's his 82. I just came to start loosening up this bolt and it was already loose. The engine mounts were loose as well. So somebody didn't do their due diligence in making sure everything was tight. No, this is not sketchy at all. It'll come out. I've got this lowered about as low as I can get it. And if I have to, I'll just rest the transmission on there and we'll all be good. She'll be out, no problem. Well, that's the extent. Jesus. There, got it all out. Nobody died. I didn't lose any feet. I didn't lose any toes or fingers. Today on the Not Lil Red engine teardown project, I am separating the block from the transmission, and I don't know what the hell this is. Jinx, do you know what this is? Okay. was saying it was just leaking coolant through the freeze plug. Oh my God, that is just filled with mud. So no other real surprises getting everything out. But I do have to say, I know what fried engine oil smells like. That's nasty. Definitely smells cooked. Again, nothing real surprising in here. A little bit of a chunk out of the cylinder wall there. As far as the crankshaft, looks like this welded itself into the crank. That's interesting. Beat up. So that's it for this part. Put this on the back of the truck and get ready to take it into scrap. And transmission, get that set aside and stored. And then next is to clean this out. I said that the plan is to do the body swap next year, but you never know. And if I end up leaving this together like this for a little while, then I might as well have it be nice and clean. And I do want to get the frame all cleaned up so that I don't have to go back in there, because once the engine's in, that's where it's going to stay. Well, I use the power sprayer and scrubby brushes and degreaser to get as much of it off as I could. Oh, that was so thick. And in there it was just caked, and down there it was caked, and down there it was caked, and the inside is still caked, and that was really gross. And this was really gross. Oh, you can still see how much was caked on everything. I'm not done. All right, I'll give you one last sneak peek of my progress on this frame. If you want to see the rest, be sure to like and subscribe, and watch for my next video in this series, where I'll have the frame all cleaned up and I'll start putting the engine together.